The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe is a compelling and chilling exploration of the human psyche, delving into the complexities of guilt, paranoia, and the descent into madness. This iconic short story, written in 1843, remains one of Poe's most celebrated works and a quintessential example of Gothic fiction. The narrative unfolds through the perspective of an unnamed narrator, who vehemently asserts their sanity despite engaging in a heinous act. The narrator opens the tale with a direct address to the reader, expressing their heightened senses and arguing that this heightened perception is a testament to their sanity. The focal point of the narrator's obsession is the old man with whom they share a home. The narrator fixates on the old man's vulture-like eye, claiming that it possesses an evil quality that has become intolerable. The eye becomes a symbol of the narrator's internal turmoil and a catalyst for the sinister events that follow. The narrator's fixation intensifies to the point where they decide to commit a premeditated murder to rid themselves of the haunting eye. The meticulous planning and execution of the murder reveal the narrator's cunning nature and calculated approach. Poe masterfully builds suspense as the narrator describes their every move, emphasizing the tension that underlies the story. The actual act of murder is carried out with precision while the old man is asleep. The narrator takes great care to ensure that the death is swift and discreet, underscoring their confidence in their ability to evade detection. The graphic details of the murder contribute to the story's macabre atmosphere, characteristic of Poe's signature style. However, the narrator's triumph over the physical act of murder is short-lived. The aftermath reveals the profound psychological toll on the narrator's sanity. The disintegration of their mental state is palpable as they begin to unravel in the aftermath of the crime. Poe skillfully navigates the thin line between sanity and madness, creating an atmosphere of psychological tension. The turning point occurs when the police arrive to investigate a noise reported by a neighbor. The narrator, confident in their ability to conceal the crime, welcomes the officers with a sense of superiority. Yet, the narrative takes a dramatic turn as the narrator becomes increasingly agitated, convinced that the officers can hear the relentless beating of the old man's heart. The heartbeat, whether real or imagined, becomes a haunting presence in the narrative. It symbolizes the narrator's guilty conscience and the psychological torment they experience. As the tension builds, the narrator's composure crumbles, and they confess to the murder in a frenzied attempt to silence the perceived heartbeats. To the reader's astonishment, the police remain oblivious to the crime. Their interpretation of the narrator's behavior attributes it to anxiety, emphasizing the disconnect between the narrator's internal reality and the external world. This dichotomy heightens the narrative's psychological depth, leaving readers immersed in the narrator's deteriorating mental state. The incessant sound of the heart, whether a manifestation of guilt or an auditory hallucination, lingers in the background, leaving a lasting impression on the reader. The story concludes with a striking revelation as the narrator, in a state of triumphant madness, addresses the reader directly. They declare their sanity while simultaneously exposing the extent of their insanity. The incessant sound of the heart, whether a manifestation of guilt or an auditory hallucination, lingers in the back. The Telltale Heart stands as a testament to Poe's mastery in crafting psychological horror. Through the unreliable narrator, Poe invites readers to navigate the intricacies of a disturbed mind, blurring the lines between reality and delusion. The story's enduring impact lies in its exploration of the human condition, the consequences of guilt, and the profound psychological complexities that accompany the descent into madness.